Relevant question as well, given kind of where we are as an investing population here in India. So we've gone through, I would say, a very strong 5-7 year period where just the volume of investors that have come to market and invested in equities, fixed income has grown. The behavioral patterns, such as investing consistently through SIPs, is super encouraging. So you're seeing a lot of people that have come into the market, and we think that trend is going to continue. And that's one of the reasons why this joint venture was formed, because we see the next 5 years, even extending this trend going forward. Now, what that means is that you now have a larger cohort of investors that have accumulated some wealth, primarily through equities, because that's kind of where most of the wealth generation has come from over the last few years, maybe about the last 18 months or so. Right. But then once you get to that stage where you've accumulated a lot of wealth, people are starting to look for more nuanced solutions. They're looking at offerings that can provide them with an all-weather kind of solution, which is almost independent of whether markets are going up, down, or sideways. Not for the entire portfolio, but for a core component of their portfolio, and that's where the SIF category really comes in. It's in the sweet spot where we're able to construct, with the help of equity exposures, other asset classes, as you mentioned, like REITs, InvITs, using derivatives to really put together a product that is delivering consistent risk-adjusted returns. So we're talking, between 9-11% type of returns with a much lower level of risk than equities. And that looks really, really interesting from a portfolio context as an asset allocation play for investors who have accumulated some wealth, are already invested in equities, to then diversify. And I think that's where we're seeing the biggest demand for these products coming from. You've seen the category itself is still nascent. It's only 9 or 10 months old, but majority of the flows within the broader SIF category have actually gone into the hybrid long-short category, which is where this I believe the sweet spot lies. And that's why we've also been validated in our decision, I believe, to start with that for our SIF NFO, which actually starts today. So we're quite a timely conversation here.